Welcome back to the studio. I'm Alex Yemek. Today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Nancy Pelosi went to visit Taiwan even though China warned against it. And not just China, right? The Biden administration warned against that visit as well. Now, your first reason is to understand the type of person that she is, her character. Where did she come from? Nancy Pelosi's father was an elected official. So she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Because in the United States, elected officials have a lot of money. She doesn't know what it is, right, to be poor. She doesn't know the suffering that poor people go through on a daily basis. She was married and she had children herself. And when she was running for an office, she was going to political meetings with her children, even when they were little. So it was all about what she wanted, right? She had to pursue her way no matter what. So when she was elected, right, as a congresswoman, people who elected her say that she has always been a tough woman. She's known in Washington as being tough and also anti-China. So that's her character, that's who she is. She's tough, right? She doesn't let people tell her what to do. And this is an unfortunate situation because it seems to me like she's very selfish, right? She always thinks about what she wants and she will get it no matter what happens. The world can fall, people can die, and things like that. She wouldn't care, right? She will go for what she really wants. So when you listen to interviews, right, people talking about her, that's all you hear. You don't hear a time when people say, oh, she cares so much for people. She will do this for people. No, most of what you hear about her is about her being tough, wanting to show people that she's tough. And it is that character that makes her take this decision to visit the people of Taiwan. They warned her not to do so because of her position. She didn't care. China threatened military action. She did not care. That's the type of person that she is. Now, I'm not supporting China. I'm not supporting the United States in here. But think about the people of Taiwan who are paying for what she did. That is where the major issue is. This is what would have been in her mind, is that how would China respond to the people of Taiwan? That is what we are talking about here. Look, American politicians always think that it's always about them. China is telling her not to go. If she doesn't go, she's not going to look tough. It's not always about you guys. It's not always about a politician. It's not always about United States policies. Sometimes it's about caring for people. Obviously, there's nothing the United States is going to do to stop China from doing what they are doing now. They started this military action in Taiwan and people are in fear. Economic sanctions have started and people are suffering. And the United States government knew very well that there's nothing they could do about it. Because right now, everybody's just observing. This is China we're talking about. The country that carries the economy of the world in its shoulder. One person's visit has caused all these problems. Now, it's not like they didn't warn her, but she did it. Because of her toughness, she defied China. And people around her, politicians, are praising her for it. People of Taiwan are now suffering for it. It is not always about being tough. Sometimes it's about caring. The wisest leader needs to know when to be tough, where to be tough, and how to be tough. Because sometimes you just have to care and put your toughness on the side. It wasn't about challenging the decisions of Washington. That's not what it was about. It was about human lives. The second reason is her position as the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House in the United States is second in line to be president. If something were to happen to the president and the vice president, she will be the one to take that position before an election. Everybody knows that. Although the United States government is saying, hey, look, she's not part of the executive office, and she has an office on her own, and as a Congress, and as the Speaker of the Congress, that she has a lot of powers. It doesn't matter here. right? It doesn't matter because United States laws are United States laws. Chinese laws are Chinese laws. When China says that because of her position as the Speaker of the House, that she's a high ranking official who cannot step her foot to Taiwan, she should have respected that. The United States is trying to make this argument that, hey, look, she's not part of the executive office, she's the Speaker of the House, and that China should know that it wasn't an official visit. Look, it doesn't matter. We need to respect other people's belief, other people's laws, other people's policies. This was very disrespectful to China. And as a major power in the United States, even in the world, she should have understood that. But because of that position, that she even did what she did, right? She wanted to show to the world the power that the Speaker of the House of the United States has. And she knows very well that she's not going to hold that position after January because they're going to lose in November, the Democrats. And in her checklist, right, the photo ops that she had to take, this is one last thing she needed to do before that position is taken away from her. You see, here's someone who's more focused, right, on her checklist and doesn't care about human beings. Politicians are saying that throughout her life as a congresswoman, she's always been against China. She's always wanted to show that she was tough against China. So she went ahead and found the opportunity. Once again, not caring for the people of Taiwan. Why? They say with great power come great responsibilities. Where is your sense of responsibility? You say you care for the people of Taiwan. You went there in peace. You could have peacefully sat down in your office or one of the other countries where you went and have a virtual meeting with the leaders of Taiwan. Why did you have to fly there? People with no heart, people who don't care. When you speak like this, they say, oh, we support China. No, we don't. What about Taiwan? These are human beings. They've been living under pressure from China for years now. And you had to add to that. One person's action can take down millions of people. We wonder if she knows the importance of the power that she holds as the Speaker of the House in the United States. That is why today they say the United States is a power in decline. Because those who hold power in the US don't care about people. Unfortunately, they don't. China has this one China policy that the United States has agreed to follow. And they say it, right? She even goes there to Taiwan and say she still respects the one China policy. But her actions are showing something completely different. It is not about what you say. It is about how you act. The third reason why Nancy Pelosi did what she did is her age. She's 82 years old. They say the older you get, the wiser you become. Not in this case. Unfortunately, not in this case. In fact, what is true is that old age exposes your true personality that you were able to hide when you were younger. Now there are things that just come out without you being able to hide them. That is what's going on with old age. You know, at 82 years old, right, her real personality is out, and you're becoming, at that age, you're becoming even more stubborn, right? People tell you things you don't care, you don't want to hear. You are obviously closer to, joining your maker. And we can see that Nancy Pelosi, right, wants to take as many people as possible with her when she goes back to her maker. 82 years old, look at her. They asked her this question when she was in Taiwan. They say, hey, look, your coming here caused a lot of issues. What are you going to do to make up for that? She couldn't even answer that question. Talk about investment or whatever, right? Nothing to do with what they asked her. It's either because she's too old and, can't really handle questions anymore. She knows she was wrong going to Taiwan. She knows that very well. And I guess, I don't know, she's not even surprised of the way China is acting. She just doesn't care. She's like, well, I'm 82 years old, right? There's, no reason for me to worry about anything else anymore. I'm gonna check out, right? And forget about the world. The world can disappear, right? They can die, whatever, right? I am ready to go. So why should I care about the world? This is how she has been living her entire life. That's what philosophy is all about. We study people, right? You don't need to have lived with her to know that that's the type of person she is. After a major decision like this that she took, you can clearly look at the type of person that she is. It is a very unfortunate situation here. As many of you already know, Taiwan has been hit hard by China. First started with economic sanction. Some export and import to Taiwan has been hit. Then you have the military actions that China is currently taking. Everybody is on edge. People obviously are not sleeping in Taiwan. And in fact, whatever China is doing now, the Chinese people are saying that it's not even enough. That China should have hit Taiwan with a missile. They wanted the president of China to escalate this. Like I say, I don't support the United States on this, and I don't support China on this. The regular people of Taiwan, millions of people, their life has been disrupted because of one woman's action, one person's action. And the sad thing about this whole thing is that she will be elected again in November. I wouldn't be shocked that she's elected again in November. In the United States, it seems like we don't care, right? We don't care to see what our politicians are doing. Americans, say they don't trust Republicans and Democrats, but yet we still elect them every single time. There are other parties, though, that we could vote for. But a lot of Americans still vote for Republicans and Democrats, knowing very well that they are not trusted. And that's what is very sad. But this is what happened when we give power to the wrong people. The world in which we are now shows that a small mistake can bring disastrous consequences. We need to show more care for people. The way we treat other people is what is important at the end of the day. Thank you very much for listening to this video. I like to say I am simply a philosopher. I'm not doing politics.